This is We Love Small Business with Tommy, with your host, Flagler County entrepreneur and community builder, Tommy Legault.
Good morning, Flagler County. This is Tom Legault with We Love Small Business with Tommy. Thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday day. I can't believe May is finally here. This year is flying by. We've got some awesome guests today. Probably we got one of the best dressed guys in town. We've got Matt Grafer, the young professor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Matt. We've got Stephen Sherman.
Good
from
morning.
Twisted Minds Escapes. How did you escape to get out here today?
The wife drove me.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Going to touch on a few things before we, get going here. We're going to try a couple of different things today. We're going to try a couple of little text giveaways. We've got some little prizes. So our show is sponsored by Saver Flagler, saverflagler.com. Go ahead and shoot us a text at 386-248-7347. First 5 people that text us SAVOR, S-A-V-O-R, will win a Saver Flagler card. We've got 5 to give away today. Also, Tom and Lisa with Worldwide Safety Consultant. They're going to give away a $30 gift card to Moonrise Brewing Company in the European Village. So go ahead as well. Make a separate text, 386-248-7347, and text Moonrise. Or Ben is awesome, one of the two, and we'll get you in there and see if we can get you a winner and get you out to dinner at one of this fabulous restaurant. So let's go ahead and start with Matt, the young professor who is a real professor.
That's true. Not just a gimmick.
Tell us about yourself a little bit, bud.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on this morning, Tommy. I do
course.
appreciate you having me here in the studio. Once again, my name is Matt Grafer, but professionally I go as the young professor. I have been a college professor since I was 25 years old, working for Kaiser University. I am currently up at the Jacksonville campus, and so that's what I've been doing. I work actually in the sports medicine and fitness technology department, so I teach a whole lot of classes under that umbrella of teaching. But in the last few years, I have branched more into the realm of entertainment. So my biggest thing outside of that, I would say, is that I am actually an area manager for Challenge Entertainment in the Central Florida region. So anything that you guys might see on the web with Central Florida Trivia, we run the weekly live trivia events that go on at a ton of the establishments here, both in Flagler, Volusia, and we even have some shows in Jacksonville. We've got stuff every weeknight, every night of the week.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's actually kind of how we first met with my advertising. I was just getting into the advertising business, and you welcomed me with open arms to come out and, promote my company and get myself in front of a whole bunch of you. Packed house over at Mr. Pancho's. That place was packed that night when I was there.
Yeah, that was a show that we had for a while. We're no longer there, unfortunately, but that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes.
Yep.
But we've got some great shows. We do 2 shows every week over at the Brass Tap. On Mondays, we've got a show called Pub Poll.
Yep.
And Pub Poll is kind of like a Family Feud style trivia. So
right.
That one's cool because you can have your phones out, you can talk to your friends, you don't have to worry about cheating because it's all based on surveys.
So no Patriots fans.
No, yeah, they can come and you don't have to worry about them is what I'm saying. And then we've got trivia there on Wednesdays over at my spot, the Brown Dog. That's where I've been hosting trivia for about 2.5 years now, or actually about 2 years. And that's a great show at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. That's right here in Palm Coast. And then Thursday nights, you mentioned Moonrise. I know we're doing a great giveaway. You mentioned Ben and Ashley over there. We have a show there on Thursday nights at 7:30, and that show is rocking.
Yeah, it's an awesome
Thursday.
place.
Yeah.
Now, with the trivia, does everybody get the belt around Central Florida Trivia? Is that like a young professor special?
That is a young professor special. So I bring a heavyweight wrestling championship belt with me. I am a professional wrestling ring announcer. In addition, the list will get larger and larger as we talk of all the things that I do. I don't sleep much, if that's your next question. That's the coffee is the way I get through my days.
Oh, I went for the Bang today. First time I've had one.
It's like rocket fuel.
Oh my God, I'll drink the Monsters, and my brother-in-law was like, "Hey, try this Bang," and I was like, "Whoa, what was that?" He gave me a Bang.
Yeah, you feel like you're shot out of a can after that. Yeah. First time I had lucid dreams and all that. But,
great! Can't wait to go to sleep tonight.
I drink them almost every day now, especially when I have a long day though. So the effect wore off a little, but Yeah, that stuff will keep you going, man. That's how I keep my party.
Yeah, I'll be
rolling.
having a bad dream in an escape room with a heavyweight belt on.
Yeah, with this group here, I think that's safe to say.
So with the so you got the trivia, and then with the wrestling, you started just doing small amounts of ring announcing. Now you're going everywhere, right?
Yeah, so I do a number of different things. I work with a promotion in Daytona Beach, and I've been working there for a little over a year, called Go Wrestle. They're a training facility in Daytona, and they also host weekly live events, and it's got some great events. In fact, just a week ago, about 8 days ago, we had Rob Terry, who is currently on the cover of Iron Man magazine. He is a two-time and current Mr. Natural Olympia. So we had a Mr. Olympia that I'm standing in the ring with, which is just amazing. Such a cool thing. I grew up a big Arnold fan. I wish I trained like Arnold. I'd look a little bit different in these suits, which would be great.
Yeah.
But we've had Rob Terry there. We've had some big stars come through, which is great. But it's just great action, a lot of fun stuff every Friday night in Daytona. And I work with Combat Night, an MMA promotion. In fact, they're the #1 MMA promotion in Florida, both amateur and pro. And I've got my next event with them coming up on June 15th, a Saturday up in Jacksonville.
Oh, nice. It's funny because, I grew up watching wrestling. And I always see it's always something, whether it's WrestleMania or something, a referee or a ring announcer gets tossed around. And what's it going to take for them to put you in a script and take you over a turnbuckle or something?
It's coming, man. I know it's coming. It gets a little closer every week. They're starting to be like, so, what do you think about it? I'm like, all right, whatever gets the show going, we'll do what we need to do.
That's awesome. So you basically, with that, you're staying in Florida with that, except for what was the whole Vegas thing? You did a little Vegas trip, right?
There was a tryout with Impact Wrestling. A number of years ago, they used to go under the name TNA. They were kind of like the second biggest promotion here in the United States.
I think that was the one that's not too long ago they went out, right? Or changed names?
They changed names about a couple of years ago.
Okay, because we were at Universal like 2 years ago.
Yes.
And they were like, free wrestling, come in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the studio audience comes in there.
Yeah.
But they were running a few shows out in Vegas, and they were having a tryout for both wrestlers, referees, and announcers, which is kind of unheard of. I've seen tryouts for wrestlers and all that with some of the big companies, but never anything for ring announcers. So I took my chances, went out there. I think I performed pretty well. They had a guy that they went with on the show instead of me, which is fine. I'm still pretty green in the business, but I got a lot of great experience. I met a lot of good contacts, and pretty much ever since I went, I've been picking up a lot of work in a lot of other places. So I'd say it was a worthwhile trip.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I seen you going out there, and I said, oh, boy, Vegas.
I stayed out of trouble. It was expensive enough getting out there.
Yeah, we went to Vegas the last time we went, and it was my brother-in-law and father-in-law, and we went during NBA All-Star Weekend. As you can tell, the NBA has never been welcomed back there after that weekend because that's how crazy of a weekend that was.
And that's pretty crazy if you're talking Vegas standards.
But it was pretty cool because they had the East jersey on the Statue of Liberty at New York, and they had the West jersey on the Lion at MGM.
Nice.
Across the street from each other.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was an awesome time. So also, I'm seeing things pop up on Facebook Live and all that. Chrissy at Smoothie King says she sells the bangs over there, all shapes and sizes and flavors. So you can go see her over there.
I might need to make a stop, yeah.
Awesome. Well, you tune in, you stay with us. We're going to touch base with our next awesome guest, and we'll feel free to speak up anytime you want. One thing I did want to do is congratulate Ridley Straws on their 1-year anniversary this weekend. Jim and Michelle are throwing a whopper of a party, but I am not giving the address on here. So, because Jim won't be happy with me if I go on the radio and start inviting people over for his Ridley Straw 1-year anniversary party at his house. So welcome, Steve, with Twisted Minds. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, we love having you. We're very excited about this. I want to say first amusement in Flagler County, which is desperately needed.
Absolutely.
So go ahead and tell us all about this awesome business.
Well, escape rooms. First, we'll tell you about that. Imagine you're a detective on a Hollywood set. You're trying to figure out clues and puzzles and work your way through a mystery. We're a mom and pop location. It's something that my family and I came up to, decided we wanted to try, give it a shot. My wife wanted to get out of the corporate world and what she was doing, and figured let's start a business. Originally, she was actually going to open up a drug testing facility.
Oh.
We were going to buy one out, take it over. She figured 8 to 2, Monday through Friday, no weekends. It was great.
Yeah.
Similar field, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Somehow we wound up going you know what? Apparently we should have gone in the cup because now it's 5 a.m. till midnight for her every day, and pushing this place to get it open. But so far it's been fantastic.
That's awesome. And you see escape rooms, you see signs for them, you see advertisements for them. The pictures and Facebook page of not just yours but everybody's, it doesn't no justice to you literally walk in these places and take a look at them.
Absolutely.
Luckily, I was able to walk in with all the doors open, so I found my way out, as Matt was saying, in the parking lot. How would you ever get out of the escape room? So he knows I would never get out of the escape room.
Talk your way out of it. Yeah.
Exactly. It was a little bit of, here, you're going to do what for us if you want to make it out? So.
Yeah. But it had that, like I was saying to you, like the rocks and stuff, and they had that feel like you were at Universal or one of those rides. Everything is just the attention to detail is phenomenal in those rooms.
Yeah, the main goal that we had was not just creating the right puzzles and storylines and have them flow together, but we wanted that full immersion. Yeah. So when you're doing a room, you forget about where you are for that hour.
Yeah.
And you're involved in a whole new fantasy. So
kind of like here.
Exactly. Interesting to say, but there's now a cave in Palm Coast.
Yep.
So definitely something to come out and check out and see. And if you've never done an escape room, they're amazing, honestly.
Yeah, we're definitely going to try them out. I don't know how I'm going to get out of it, but we'll figure that out. Figured by having you on the radio, maybe that will give me some pointers to get me out of there.
Well, normally when the guests come in, we don't penalize for clues or anything, but since you're talking about on the radio, we're going to charge you guys $5 a clue. So when you guys come down, just be ready.
Let me see if there's a coupon code on this
exactly
on this flyer. So and then we kind of walk through it. I mean, there's going to be areas for birthday parties.
Yep, absolutely. We have a party room. We call it the Twisted Realm, which is right now available for small groups anywhere from 15 and up to about 50 people. We're working with several of the local restaurants and stuff. We're going to be working with Anthony's Pizzeria. We're doing some stuff with Carrabba's Golden Corral as well at the moment. Yep. And, just trying to tie into the community and what can we do to help push out those businesses as well as ourselves.
Yeah, because when you have a party, you need the services of all these places. So why not work together and make it work?
Exactly.
Birthday parties, Matt will probably be able to tell you too. There's not many places to have a kid's birthday party around here. I see it on SwipSwap, Facebook all the time. Do you have to reserve the park? Because everybody wants to go to the park and have a party because they're sick of having it at their house.
Correct.
Piece of Cake had opened in the St. Joe's Plaza. She does parties there as well.
Okay.
Which is good for the kids. And then you have your spot there. That's just fantastic for it.
It's definitely, there's a new wave of things starting to come into Palm Coast, which is great. There's new businesses coming in. Hopefully with us and, some others, we can start bringing in some more entertainment into the town. But, we were able to get in here thanks to actually the help of the town. The SBDC was phenomenal with helping us with connecting with who we needed to.
They help a lot of people.
They did a fantastic job for us. And, just being able to get in here at this point has actually now put Palm Coast on the map for having an amusement.
Yeah, and it was funny because when we were looking at the list for the Saver Flagler, you're like, I can have my own section of amusement on there.
Exactly. Get my own category now.
Yeah, your own category of amusement. So what's the plans? You have how many escape rooms total in there?
Right now we have 2. We have Vanished and Camp Calico, which just opened last Friday.
Yep.
And we have our next room coming up is going to be Diggers. That's probably about 6 to 8 weeks out. And then we will be expanding. We're going to be adding on another 6 more to the location, as well as we're trying to incorporate a VR escape room also.
Oh boy.
Yes. So
it's gonna get insane.
That's our goal. It's got to be a twisted mind.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we have that. So it's good for birthday parties. Good for, like you said, date night, team building for companies. That stuff. Group activities.
Yep. Huge for corporate team building and training and development.
Yeah.
I spent 18 years in the corporate world doing training. And we've laid out a pretty solid plan to be able to work with companies, bring them in, and actually analyze what we see, where some of their strengths are, weaknesses, and, where's their potential for employees, stuff that they might not see on a day-to-day basis that we would be able to see from an outside, as well as with how they're interacting with each other in that atmosphere.
That's awesome.
Now, you mentioned date night. So is that something that like a smaller group, like just a couple could come in and do? Or?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Our rooms we recommend Vanished as a 3 to 7 player room. We've done it with 2. It can be done. Our newest one, Camp Calico, is a 2 to we're roughly 2 to 10 people is what we can do with that one. The new one coming up will be about 2 to 8.
What a way to test your relationship. Date night in the escape room.
I was going to say, my wife and I argue about where to eat dinner, so I don't know if an escape room would necessarily be the best outlet for us on a Friday night.
I don't know. If you don't get out of that one, at least it's bunk beds.
Exactly.
You can just stay there.
Without a doubt. That's when the hotel and restaurant taxes kick in. So
yeah. And that's also something we should probably, with the marketing end of with you guys is maybe try to tie in with the restaurant where, like, if Matt and his wife want to go out, they can get an escape room, a dinner, kind of like a whole package deal.
Yep, it's definitely something we're looking at doing. We've talked to a couple local businesses that actually share the name, and we're trying to put together like a Twisted Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
Where we can work with painting with a twist.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
They'll work with you.
Exactly. There was also Twisted Ice Cream, so we figure a nice little date night, come to an escape room.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Go out. Just new things that are around town that people may not be aware of.
Right. Yeah. So I think the bang's kicking in. A guy just walked by with a Yankees hat on.
Yeah. Just don't go fight him. He works here. You will not be welcomed back.
I know my damn Red Sox are going to be out of the pennant by July 4th. God, they're terrible. So.
And definitely, if you guys want, check us out today at Island Fest 2 over at Naturescapes. We'll have our booth out there. We'll be doing some giveaways over the weekend. So definitely come check us out. Some live entertainment, DJs, a lot of stuff going on for that.
Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, you set up. I saw you at the Touch It truck. I see him walking through the parking lot. He's got 2 chairs, a table, and his son was helping him out carrying the computer.
Family business.
Yeah,
family business.
I'm like, let me grab the table for you. So we'll get back to you in a couple of minutes with some more things for people. So Matt, one of the things, we were going to have you on when we had our community leaders builders show because the Central Florida Trivia, you're bringing in a ton of business into these places.
We're trying to. That's the whole purpose we set up a weekly show. The show is always different in terms of the questions, and we try to span every genre you can think of. But the idea is that we create something that people can hang their hat on. Let's say we're doing the show at Moonrise on Thursday nights, right? 7:30 p.m. Moonrise Brewing Company. Nick is the host there. Nick's a great host.
Yep.
People know that every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m., we've got high quality entertainment every week, no matter what. You walk out of there, we give away $70 in gift cards to the top 3 teams.
Yep.
It's a whole lot of fun. It's a great night out, and you're done by 9:30. You can still get home, make it to bed at a decent hour to muster through your Friday if that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, not there till midnight.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, and that's one of the things. Like when I came to the first event that I had come to of yours, my 1-year memory came up on Facebook, and it was like last week, and it was I was with him watching the Toronto Maple Leafs Bruins Game 7, and when the memory came up, I was home watching Game 6 of the Maple Leaf series this year. It was the same week, and I kept looking over the show. He's like, "You watching the game over there?"
Well, one of our biggest markets is in Tampa, so I just remember that time last year we had so many hockey questions because we all get the same questions at these different spots. So they wanted a lot of hockey questions for all the Lightning fans out in Tampa.
Yeah, and then he had that week he had like the post office crew, like a whole table was all post office workers. Like they all knew, they were good too.
They love us. They come out a lot. We've had a big group coming out from the post office. But we've got groups. We get a lot of teachers that come out. This is stuff that's just fun entertainment. If you're not into, some people like karaoke. Some people like just going out and hard drinking. Some people like going out for dancing or whatever it is. This is definitely a genre of entertainment that really fits a niche. And people just like it, man. It's a lot of fun, and our hosts are all really, really talented, really professional people that know what they're doing. They handle the mic well. They interact with the crowd. It's not just question and answer. It's a whole experience for that 2 hours. And they sit, they eat good food, and drink great drinks. And,
you can't beat
it's
that,
a win-win.
Right? Yeah, definitely, yeah. So your Facebook page so people can find you.
So for all things trivia, you want to go to Central Florida Trivia on Facebook. And then for all things that I do, which is a million different things, you want to follow me directly, it is The Young Professor on Facebook.
Awesome. And Steve, what's your we got twistedminds.com.
Yep, we got twistedminds.com is our website. That's where you go for booking and all information. And our Facebook page is Twisted Minds Escape Rooms. So definitely check us out. We're on Instagram as well and Twitter. So follow us and go ahead and book your rooms. We got plenty more coming.
That's awesome. And as we mentioned earlier, don't forget our text giveaway. Text Moonrise to 386-248-7347 for a chance to win a $30 gift card to Moonrise Brewing Company in European Village, sponsored by Worldwide Safety Consultant Tom and Lisa. Also, the Saver Flagler text, which is 386-248-7347. Text Saver, SAVOR. Go ahead and try to win yourself a Saver Flagler card. Save money. Support local businesses. We still got a couple minutes here. So one of the things that I touched on a couple weeks ago when you guys weren't here is about businesses going out of business. And we lost Baines Barbecue. We lost America's Donuts in Flagler Beach. Fair Trade Cafe, we lost them. And Brooklyn Bagels in Benalla, I think, is just about done. I'm not too sure. I've talked to other businesses that are really struggling, and it's the corporate stores that are packed, always busy. I mean, when you drive by Walmart's packed, Target, all these stuff. I think it's lack of community support because you guys are out there. You guys are on the radio too. There's flyers out
Absolutely.
there. Every event we go to, you find the stuff. You take the flyers, you take the business cards. It's just lack of community support that's not supporting these local businesses, and I think that's what's really hurting them.
Yeah, I would agree. I think a lot of it is timing. At least with us, people are looking at it as an amusement type thing. So I think they're all holding off for the summer. What are we going to do at that point?
Right. Yeah.
But I definitely think if guests and stuff want to come in, people want to start having a good time. We definitely got to show that to the local. Like you mentioned, the woman with the new event space.
Yep.
Over in St. John's Plaza. Those are huge things. Get that name out there. Help support us. Remember the old story? She tells one person, and that one tells one person.
Word of mouth advertising.
Yep. So let's just keep spreading the word.
I think it's awareness, man. It really is. I mean, I think shows like this help. I think just a good amount of support everywhere because that's the thing about going to events. I mean, usually you have to pay for vendor space, and that gets expensive for businesses, especially businesses that are struggling. But using social media and the web as a tool and finding all these opportunities to network and market and work with other businesses. I mean, I've had people come in to trivia shows like you. Just said, hey, I'll promote your stuff if you let me come in and promote. And I said, sure, absolutely. That's a win-win. That helps us grow businesses here in Flagler County because I think for a long time people had this mindset that, there's nothing to do here. Right. There's nothing to do in Palm Coast. There's nothing to do in Flagler. There is plenty. But a few years ago, I don't think there was.
No.
Because when I started trivia here, there was nowhere. There was nowhere for anyone to go. And now we've got 5 shows a week, Monday through Thursday. We've got a ton of great shows everywhere. So, I mean, and there's still people that don't know about that. And this brings people into businesses. Other businesses come in and we talk about it. I'm happy to promote anybody and back and forth. You just want to see more of that. I think people need to leverage these opportunities to let people know they're there. So that
and advertising. These guys at the radio station are great. They work with everybody. They'll do commercials. They'll do stuff for you. They'll get you in shows like this to get your business out. We do print advertising. There's so much out there. But thank you, guys. We're going to wrap up.
Thank you very much.
And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And thank you for tuning in with us. And thank you to MSI Customs, Fair to You, Seagate Homes, and Elite Power Washing for sponsoring our show. We love you guys. We couldn't do it without your support. Thank you. Have a good week.